What is going on, Dev Squad? Welcome back to another video. My name's Invictus, and in this video I am recording another Ciaran's Crazy World tutorial. In the last video we made the we built the tagger chooser down here for the maze tag game. In this video we're going to be building maze tag itself. So let's get started with this pathway. So if we come down the sides of Bamboo Bonanza and the Pigface Race, we've got this pathway here. We're going to go to the right of it. We're going to go into the 13th, 14th, and 15th blocks, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, the 13th, 14th, and 15th blocks. So, starting from this spruce here, we're going to go to the 13th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, where we're going to place 3 yellow wool in the ground here. Then we're going to have 3 lime in the 14th block, and then 3 yellow in the 15th. We're now going to come to the left of this path. We're going to go to the 10th block of grass. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to go forward a block and then place a red wall. We're then going to have a pattern of red, purple, yellow, and lime. So to the right of this red, we're going to do purple, then we're going to do yellow, lime. Then we're going to go back to red, purple, yellow, lime. Then we're going to do red, purple, yellow, lime, yellow, purple, red, yellow, lime. I believe it was then... No, I did that wrong. Hold on. Let me go back. We do yellow, lime, yellow, purple, red, lime, yellow. I did that wrong. My bad there. Then we do purple, red, lime, yellow, purple, red, which should leave us 3 blocks away from the tagger chooser. And again, this corner red here should be on the 10th block of grass to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to bring the corner red up to the a total of 5 blocks. So this is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to bring the purple to the same height. Then we're going to bring the yellow upper block, the same with the lime. And we're just going to keep stepping these upper block as we go. And then when we get to the middle, we're going to start stepping back down. So this next row is going to be upper block. Just like this, we're just going to keep stepping up with the different colours. Until we get to the middle here where it's going to go up 1 more. And then it's going to start stepping back down. So instead of going up a block, we're going to go down a block. And I did the wrong colour. Oh dear. And then we're going to have yellow, purple, red, lime, yellow, purple. Okay, there we go. We're going to break out a doorway in the middle here. And now we can do the torches. And the reason I'm doing the torches before doing any of the other walls is simply because all the walls are a mirror image. So I'm going to do this front wall, then I'm going to do the side walls or all the other walls outside a video. So, yeah, so the torches are going to go in the same places on all 4 sides. And they're going to go at the 4th block height on all of the limes. So we go to the 1, 2, 3, the 4th block on all the lime walls. Cross like this. And then, if we come to the second yellow, and we place 1 at the very top, like so, and then right at the top in the middle here. And those are where all the torches go. So now, we're going to move around to the left here, and we're going to make the exact same wall just over here. We're using the same pattern and everything. So, if I sort of explain it here, so we have purple, yellow, lime, red, purple, yellow, lime, and then, so we want 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we have yellow, lime, yellow. And then it's obviously back to the purple, red, lime, yellow, purple, red, lime, yellow, purple, red, and we should have 10 of these to the left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, okay. We're going to bring those up to the same height. Again, it's a mirror image to what we have over here. So I'm going to speed up the video here and I'm going to get this done. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I am back and I have replicated this wall on all 4 sides, including the torches. They all go in the same places. So I'm simply just going to quickly, I just have the torch, it's fine. Just going to pan over these so you guys can copy them, but if you just listen to my instructions, you should have it how it needs to be. This game's gone through some changes. Originally, this wall, the red wall was red, then it changed to cyan, then it changed back to red. So, yeah, it's gone through some changes over the years. But now we've got that done, we can start on the inside walls. And I've already recorded this once, and I didn't know the best way to explain this back then, or when I first recorded it. But now that I've done it once, and unfortunately I lost that footage, so I had to do it again. I know a technique, or the best technique to use here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come inside, then we're going to go to the front left corner over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave 3 blocks of grass. Then we're going to have a pillar of red that comes up 5 blocks tall. So we're going to leave 3 grass. And we're going to have a pillar of red that's 5 tall. 3, 4, 5. We're then going to have a column of purple to the right of that. And then a column of yellow to the right of that. We're then going to skip 3 grass and have a column of yellow. Again, coming up 5 blocks. All these columns come up 5 blocks tall, so that should make it easy to follow along with. We then skip another 3 grass blocks and we have a column of red. We can then put a column of red to the right here, like so. And then coming back over here, we're going to skip 3 grass again and have another red. We're then going to come forward and do another column of red. And then we're going to leave these final 3 blocks of grass to the right here alone. So now if we come back down to the front of the build, what we're going to do is we're going to leave 1 block of grass down here. We're going to have a column of yellow. We're then going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of grass and have a column of red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, have a column of red. Again, if we come forward 1, no, I'll do that a bit later on. It's more this one here I wanted to explain just because I didn't really need to though, did I? Okay, oh well, I've done it now. We're then going to skip 1 block of grass and have a column of yellow. Then we're going to skip 1 block of grass, have another column of yellow. We skip 1, have a column of red here like this. We then skip 1 and have a column of yellow. Skip 1, have a column of red. Skip 1, have 2 columns of yellow here, like that. Okay. Moving back around to the front of the building. Let me come over here on the note world. We're going to skip 1 block of grass and have a column of lime. We're going to skip 1 grass again. We're going to have a column of red. There we go. Then we're going to have a column of purple to the right of it here. We're going to skip 1 and have a column of lime. Then we're going to have a column of red. Skip 1 and have a column of yellow. Skip 1 and have another column of yellow. Skip 1, 2, 3 and have a column of yellow. Skip 1, 2, 3, leave the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Leave those 5 blocks alone. We're going to come back to the front of the building, where we're going to leave the first 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks alone, and then have a column of purple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, have a column of purple. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of lime. We're then going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 and have a column of yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, have a column of yellow. Skip 1 and have a column of red. Skip 1, 2, 3 and have another column of red. Skip 1 and have another column of red. And then we can come back to the front of the building. Okay. So for this next row, what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 columns of purple right at the front here. 5, there we go. And this one here, do I do the torches? No, we can do the torches now because this is where the torches start anyways. We're going to have a torch on this third block here. Then we're going to skip 1 and have another column of purple. We're going to skip 3 and have another column of purple. We're then going to have a column of yellow with a torch on top. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of yellow. And I actually want to quickly just do a little something because I'm going to have an alarm go off soon. And I don't want it to copyright me because I have some music over it. So I'm just going to turn it off for now. There we go. Turn back on for tomorrow. There we go. Just had to turn that off before I got copyrighted for some music. Okay, so then we're going to skip 1 and we're going to have a column of red. We're then going to have a column of lime and then a column of yellow with a torch on top of it here. Did this one over here? No, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of purple. And then we're going to leave the final 3 blocks alone. So we can come back to the front. And I need to fly back here on the note world as well. We're going to leave the first 4 blocks empty and then we're going to have a column of yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Column of yellow. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of lime. We're then going to have a column of red and a column of purple. Then we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 and have a column of red. 3, 4, a column of red. Then we're going to skip 3 and have a column of yellow. 3 columns of yellow actually. And then we're going to leave the final block alone, come back to the front. And we're going to leave the first block alone and then have 4 columns of lime. So leave that block alone and then 1, 2, 3, 4 limes. Like so. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of lime. Then we're going to have a column of red. Then we're going to skip 2 and have a column of lime. Then we're going to have a column of yellow. Then we're going to skip 1 and have a column of red. We're going to skip 1 and have a column of lime. 3 columns of lime. There we go. And then we're going to leave the final 3 blocks alone. So we can come back to the front over here. What we're going to do is we're going to leave the first block alone again. We're going to have a column of lime. Then we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and have a column of red. 2, 3, 4, 5, have a column of red. Then we're going to leave 1 and have a column of yellow. A column of lime. And then we're going to skip 2 and have a column of red. And then we're going to skip 3 and have a column of red. Then we're going to skip 1 and have 2 columns of red. Okay, there we go, we can move back to the front. We're going to leave the first 3 blocks open and then we're going to have 3 columns of purple. 3, 4, 5. 3 columns of purple, like so. And I got hiccups, so I do apologise for that. Then we're going to leave 4 and then we're going to have a column of lime. 1, 2, 3, 4, column of lime. Then we're going to leave 1 and we're going to have 4 columns of purple. 2, 3, 4. Build these up to the 5th block. Okay. And then we're going to leave 4 and have another column of purple. Okay, moving back over to the front. So, let me see, where am I here? Okay, so for this next one, we're going to leave the first block alone, then we're going to have a column of yellow. We're then going to leave 3 and have a column of yellow. Then we're going to leave 1 and have 2 columns of yellow. We're then going to leave 3 and then have a column of yellow. Then we're going to leave 4 and have 2 columns of yellow. And then we're going to leave the final 2 blocks alone. So coming back over to the front. Again, we're going to leave the first block alone, then we're going to have a column of lime. 3 columns of lime. This middle one has a torch on it. And then we're going to leave 3 and we're going to have a column of lime. 3 columns of lime, my bad. There we go. And this end one's going to have a torch on it. We're going to leave 1 and we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns of lime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The end one is again going to have a torch on it. We're then going to leave 4 and we're going to have a column of lime. There we go. Okay. Now pretty much from here, it's pretty much just a mirror image of what we have on this left hand side. But I am going to go over it because there's like 1 or 2 blocks that are different, so I just want to make sure I get it all accurate here. So, on this next row we're going to leave the first block, we're going to have a column of yellow. We're then going to skip 3 and have a column of yellow. Again, pretty much it's a mirror image, basically. Then going to skip 1 and have 2 columns of yellow. Then we're going to skip 3 and have a column of yellow. And then we're going to skip 4 and have 2 columns of yellow. Like so. And then we're going to leave the final 2 blocks alone. Coming back over to the front of the building. On this next row we're going to leave the first 3 blocks empty and then have 3 columns of purple. Build these up like this. Then we're going to leave the next 4 blocks alone and we're going to have a column of lime. Where am I here? Okay. Then we're going to leave 1 and we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns of purple. And again, you can sort of see how this is just mirroring what's on the other side over there. But again, there are a couple blocks that are a bit different, so I just want to make sure we get these right. Then we're going to leave 4 and we're going to have a column of purple. Okay, moving back over to the left here. For the next row, we're going to leave the first block and then we're going to have a column of red. And this is where it sort of is a bit different because the column on this side is lime, but the column on this side is red. Okay, and then we're going to skip the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and have a column of red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, have a column of red. And then we're going to skip 1 and have a column of yellow. Then a column of lime. Then we're going to skip 2 and have a column of red. Then we're going to skip 3 and have a column of red. Then we're going to skip 1 and have 2 columns of red. Okay, moving back over to the left. For the next row, we're going to skip the first block and then have a column of lime. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns of lime. Like so. We're going to then skip 1 and have a column of lime. And then a column of red. And then we're going to skip 2 and have a column of lime. And then a column of yellow. Then we're going to skip 1 and have a column of red. Skip 1 and have 3 columns of lime. There we go. Then we're going to leave the final 3 blocks alone. So I do believe it is just a mirror image from here on out. I'm just making sure of that quickly. because I'm wondering if it would be easier for me to leave you guys to copy it, or just to continue filling. I'm just going to continue building it as we go. Why not? Okay, so for the next row, we're going to leave the first 4 blocks empty, then we're going to have a column of yellow. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of lime. Then we're going to have a column of red and a column of purple. Then we're going to skip 4 blocks and have a column of red. Then we're going to skip 3 and have 1, 2, 3 columns of yellow. And then we're going to leave the final block empty. For the next row over here, we are going to have 3 columns of purple at the front here. Then we're going to have a torch on this end one here. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of purple. Skip 3 and have a column of purple again. Have a column of yellow to the right of that with a torch on top of it. Skip 1 and have a column of yellow. Skip 1 and have a column of red. Then a column of lime and a column of yellow with a torch on top of it. Then we're going to skip 1, have a column of purple. And then leave the final 3 blocks alone. Come back over to the left. We're then going to leave the first 4 blocks empty and have a column of purple. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of lime. We're then going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 and have a column of yellow. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of red. Then we're going to skip 3 and have a column of red. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of red. And then we're going to leave the final block alone again. So moving on to the next row, we're going to leave the first block empty, then we're going to have a column of lime. We're then going to skip 1 and have a column of red and a column of purple. Then we're going to skip 1 and have a column of lime, then a column of red. We're going to skip 1 and have a column of yellow. I could build up, there we go. We're then going to skip 1 and have another column of yellow. Then we're going to skip 3 and have a column of yellow. Then we're going to leave the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks alone. Coming back over to the left for the next row. We're going to leave the first block, then we're going to have a column of yellow. Then we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to have a column of red. Like that. And then we're going to skip 1, have a column of yellow. Skip 1, have a column of yellow. Skip 1, have a column of red. Skip 1, have a column of yellow. Skip 1, have a column of red. Skip 1, have 2 columns of yellow. And that's it for that side there. So we got one more side here. One more row. And then I'm going to do the floor. I'm going to do the floor outside a video, then I'm going to come back and pan over it all for you. But for this final row here, we're going to leave the first 3 blocks alone, then we're going to do a column of red. Then we're going to do a column of purple, and a column of yellow. Then we're going to skip 3 and have a column of yellow. Skip 3 and have a column of red. Skip 3 and have another column of red. And then leave the final 3 blocks alone. And those are the inside walls here. Done. It's as simple as that. Most of it's just simply a mirror image on the left and right hand side, with the middle being the only real part that you need my I don't need to cut away for, but I decided just to do it all in the video, because why not? So yeah, what I am going to cut away for though now is I'm going to do the floor outside a video, then I'm going to come back and I'm kind of give you a top-down view here, and I'm going to pan over everything. So I will be back once I've changed out the floor. So I'll see you in just a few minutes. Okay, I am back, and I filled in the entire floor, and I have some grass blocks in my inventory because I destroyed some by accident that I didn't want to destroy, so I had to pick a block up and place them back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan over from left to right with this floor here. So we'll start at the front left corner, we'll go all the way to the right, and we'll just keep moving back a row as we go. So this is what the floor looks like. Basically what you want to do is just connect the outside walls and the inside walls with the same colours. So if there's a red leading to a red, you want to connect it up. If there's a lime leading to a lime, connect it up. It's in this pattern though, so I will pan over it all for you to just pause and copy. So yeah, let's do that now. So again, very simple here. Very simple pattern for you to follow along with. Again, feel free to pause and just copy if you need. The nice thing about this is the ceiling is just a mirror image of what's in the floor. So I haven't even got to show you how to build the ceiling, because it's exactly the same, just with glass instead of a wall. So again, just panning over everything. So you can see a lot of places where it goes from like here, purple and then back to yellow. That's because it starts with purple, then it on the outside, then it connects up to the purple on the inside, then it transitions into yellow, where it goes from these 3 columns of yellow to this 1 column of yellow, then it transitions into 2 lines, and it's just connecting itself up with the walls, pretty much. So again, hopefully that's not too confusing for you, but essentially what we want to do, we just want to connect the walls up with all the different colours of wall in the floor here. And then that is the floor done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you how to do the ceiling. It is, again, just a mirror image of what's in the floor, but it's with stained glass. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to this front left corner again, as this is where I like to start all the time. And we're going to place purple glass here in the corner, but we're going to put it a block lower. We're going to put it at the 4th block height. And then what you're going to do is you're simply just going to repeat all the colours in the floor with stained glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up here, and when I come back, that will all be filled in. So I will see you all in just 1 minute. Okay, I am back, and the entire ceiling has now been filled in. There was one point over here where I realised I didn't place a couple of grass blocks in, right down here. But you just want to make it yellow on both sides here. So we're kind of we're on the right hand side of the building, and where these 3 lines are, then we have a yellow in front of it, and then these 2 to the right here, I left as grass because I didn't notice it. Those just want to be yellow. So what we're going to do now, the entire ceiling is again the exact same pattern as it is in the floor, so just copy what you have in the floor, and then use stained glass for the ceiling. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back and we're going to break out the little holes that are in the ceiling. So, the first thing I know, or the ones I know for sure that are definitely broken out, all 4 corners are broken out. So, we can go back through, break out all the purple corners, like this. Then we're going to break out, if I can... Okay, so if we come to the left, we're going to go to the front left corner again down here, and we're going to go forwards until we reach this, these 2 reds here. Then we're going to break out this red glass. We're then going to go forward, we're going to break out this yellow glass, and that's fine for that row. Moving on to the next row, there's no glass broken out. So we can leave the second row alone here. On this third row, there is again no glass broken out, so we can leave that alone. On this fourth row, let me see. Yet again, no glass broken out on the fourth row, so we can leave that alone. On this fifth row, yet again, no glass broken out. On the sixth row, again, no glass is broken out, so we can leave that one. On the seventh row here, there is, again, no glass broken out. Could have sworn there was more glass than there actually is. Or broken out, at least. On the eighth row here, there is no glass broken out again by the looks of it. It is a little hard to see, but I am as low down as I can possibly be. So this row here is fine. On this ninth row, where we have the three purples at the front here, yet again there is no glass broken out, so we're fine on that front. On this next row, this very back one over here is broken out. On the next row, the front middle one is broken out, right here, and there's also lime wool under the door. I didn't explain that earlier. We're then going to come to the other side of these three lime wool. We're going to break out this middle one here, or this first one I should say. Then we're going to come across, we're again going to break out this one here. And then that's it for that row. So moving on to the next row here, we're going to, again, I think we're just going to, we're going to break out the very back one back here. Okay, then on the next row, we're going to break out the, there is one broken out on this side, so that's fine. We're going to come to the other side of these three purples here, then we're going to break out the middle one. Okay, it's not really the middle one. We're going to break out the second one. There we go. And then that is it all the way across for that row. On the next row, we're gonna leave it alone because there's no blocks broken out. The next row is again going to be left alone because there's no blocks broken out on it. The row after that is going to be, okay. So now we're going to come across where we have these four yellow glass here. We're going to go forwards until we get to the right of this lime, or to the right of this one yellow column here, and we're going to break out the glass. And then that's it for that row. Oops, I've gone way past the game. For this next row down here, we are going to leave it alone, or are we going to break some out? That's the question. We're going to leave it alone. On the next row, we are going to leave it alone again. Okay, and then on this next row here, we are going to leave it alone. The next row, we are again going to leave it alone, which then leaves this row here, where the corner is. We are going to break one more block out, right where we have these these four yellow pillars here. We're going to break out this glass to the right of it. And then that goes forward until we break out the corner, and that's it. Those are all the holes in the game. So, next what we can do is we can go add the ladders on. These go in the back left and right corners of the game, and they just come all the way up to the top of the purple. I could place this bottom one, there we go. Just going to bring those up all the way on the back left and right corners. Down here. Okay, so the final few details we need to do is some flower pots with some flowers in them, some more torches, and a sign. Let's do the torches first. So there's going to be torches on the inside of these walls, and they're going to go in the exact same places as they went on the outside, except there's no torches down here. None whatsoever. There are no torches inside the game itself. So we're just going to come up here. We're going to put a torch in them at the top of all these middle lime walls, or lime columns. We're then going to come to the second yellow and put a torch at the top. Like so. So those just line up with the outside. And then that is it for torches by the looks of it. Yep. Okay, good. So next we have some flower pots, and they contain oxide daisies. So I need to find flowers, and we need the oxide daisy. Here we go. Pretty much all we're going to do is we're going to come around the outside of the game here, and we're just going to put flower pots on top of every single bit of wall we can. Okay, the oxide daisies have all been planted in the flower pots. So all we have left now is a door and a sign. So the door it's an oak door, and then it's a birch sign. And just grab those. So the door's going to go here, and then the sign above it is just simply going to say... Okay, so the sign says maze tag. On the top line we have 14 little minus signs up here. On the second line we have maze, or maze. I said that in a really weird way then. Then on the third line we have tag, and then on the bottom line we have 14 little minus signs again. So, that is maze tag done, I believe. I'm just going to look over it for any missing details I may have missed. I don't seem to have any though. I've got all the torches placed in. Okay, that is, yeah, maze tag done. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.